Dedication. Trent sacrificed his whole morning. That caffeine monkey was on his back, pounding on the back of his head, and he suffered through that for you so that he could be in tip-top shape for this grand finals. Game 2, our draft is already underway, man. Dota Pit is not messing around today.
No, in fact, everything was just waiting for you. So
I know. I'm so chatty. I go upstairs to get coffee. I start talking to somebody else. I start reading text messages. I'm a popular young cat, Trent.
What you're saying is they can blame Mott. That's what I'm saying. So perfect.
Damn it, Mott.
I mean, they've been waiting years to be able to do it again. So it's good that he finally, of all the tournaments ahead to be Dota Pit, he was very good at ruining that as well.
I want to convince Mott to go on vacation to Croatia at the same time that we're casting Dota Pit if we get to go in person for the next iteration, just so we can do a guest appearance.
I like
the return of Mott.
Back where it all began.
Brought to you by OGA Dota Pit. AMD Sapphire.
That's a great, and HyperX. That's a great sponsor opportunity that I can see. Just saying.
Let's just bring Mott to be the sponsor guy. He could just do all the reads and do all the sellouts.
I'd like to see him model the swag. I think, I've seen that face. Ooh.
He could be our halftime show. We'd have him dance on the Dota Pit rocks that they always have every year.
It's titillating,
Yeah.
Well, there's some heroes, guys. They're being banned out. Guess what? It's the same heroes. Oh, look, there's another one of those same heroes. What do you guys want to change from last game? Do you just straight up pick the sniper again, or is this just a thing they like to bring out and put it back in the pocket?
So, all right, they're going to ban it. I was just going to say, this strikes me as one of these new fashion kind of meta things. How do you counter it? I don't really know what the play is. You can't invest that much to counter a support. And he sits so far back because the range on it is so ridiculous. I don't really know how you deal with it exactly.
I think one would hope that you have more mobile supports that can actually kill him. Like I think like an Earth Spirit or something. Like
I guess it's the play is not give him the space to get the Aghanims at a reasonable time. Cripple his lane, cripple those moments when he's just showing on the map. Earth Spirit's kind of a cool suggestion. I would like to see a little more of him. One of my favorites to watch. Secret might actually just ban the exact same heroes.
Oh, yeah. What's the last one? Oracle, right? Yeah.
However, Secret do have first pick this time. I don't think they'll first pick Oracle, so maybe will be the exact same bans despite the difference in pick order.
Secret almost never have first pick. In fact, the last 1, 2, 3, they're 4 games back they took first pick, but then they were second, first, second. So they've at the start of the tournament they went all second. Jeez, then they spice it up with a couple first picks, but last 3 games have all been second picks. So this will be something fresh for us. We'll see if they go for their tried and true Earthshaker, or they also are not afraid to first pick the Ember, which is something that many teams have gone away from. And that kind of suggests it, I think, with the Shadow Demon ban too, because he was ignored last game, right?
He was,
and he's been one of the better 5s. We talk a lot about how that break just has so many implications. Like there's so many heroes that you don't necessarily think about where it just like ruins them with a constant dispel.
The Shadow Demon has felt particularly good. I mean, he was first ban against Liquid in a number of the series that we cast. Another one of those just hard to play against. And now the Ember also going to be removed from Team Liquid.
It's just like Queen's gone, Mars is gone, and Shadow Demon's gone. Even the Grimstroke's pretty good versus the Ember. Like there's a lot of those typical heroes that he suffers versus. So it makes sense that they don't want to be allowing Secret to go for something they've already opted for.
Now, do you think Liquid consider Chen? Because that's another hero that has been high priority, but weirdly gets ignored in a fair portion of games based on how strong that hero is, I think.
I feel like they are going to ignore it, yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think they're in on it right now. Not to say that he's a bad hero, but it seems like it's just not the headspace they're currently in. I feel like they're going to do another Rubik +1. Maybe the fact that the Grimstroke, Phoenix, and Shadow Demon are all banned, perhaps Insania will go for something else, considering they tried the Zeus last game, which was a little bit out there.
And Secret could also go back for the Chen, Puppy Enchantress, Puppy Chen, somewhat of a similar flavor there.
Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate, though. I will say that. I don't know if I want to leave the Chen in. And then if you take the Chen, then they're probably just going to take the Ench.
And it's already pretty okay with DK.
Yeah,
that's a solid opener. DK Chen. I think Secret have no qualms about that. I wonder what Liquid want here. Are they thinking like Oracle DP? That could be a solid combo to grab.
Coddle's still in too.
Yeah, that's a thought.
So there actually are some pretty good 5s remaining.
Oh, the Rubik, of course.
Yeah, but what's the other hero? That's the question. The Void
Spirit. So it's also interesting to note how Void Spirit has fallen from first ban priority in a lot of these games. It feels like we see him like banned in game 3 after having a really good game 2 showing, but almost never in game 1. But still a very pickable hero that's getting a fair amount of priority. Nice flex pick. Could be mid, could be off lane. Always a chance it could be a 1.
Part of it probably by taking out the Queen of Pain too, just like one of these heroes. Like we've seen, yeah, you can dodge the dagger and stuff, but overall, they just have this weird matchup together. Yeah, there's the Chen. Chen DK's. That's a tanky guy.
Okay, I'm glad I brought it up. Great combo. Solid opener for Liquid though. Rubik Void Spirit. We really can't complain about this, right?
And they're going to ban the Razor. So this morning they played the Rubik Void Spirit with our 2 best friends, Wind Ranger and Tusk. They did their nice little combo again.
Dude.
And, yeah, they topped it off with the Razor hero. So we'll see. Both of them are obviously still in. There's also still the Witch Doctor, though. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see Liquid go for something a little bit faster, pick the Witch Doctor 5 versus the Chen, and then just try and play a quicker paced game, kind of like how Secret does it with the Witch Doctor. But we'll see.
Can I ask, speaking of the Tusk, can I ask you, is Klink's dead? Is Klink's Tusk
He seems to be kind of dead, yeah. I mean, that was a pretty big... Like, he was super overtuned, which is what gave him a lot of value. And then they just kind of... He still got buffed, but he doesn't seem out of control like he was before. Like, I almost feel like I'd just rather have Troll now. Whenever I think of picking Klinks. I feel like Troll can also do well in the lane, and I'm not as concerned about my whole game plan with the hero.
I guess Klink's has like a slightly more active ultimate. I was more thinking in the context of the Klink's Tusk combo. Because I think even with the nerfs that they made to him, that combo still felt like insanely strong at level 2. I mean, I don't know if are
we Coddle bristling?
That's another option.
They've just banned out the Necrophos.
Ooh.
That's also a hero that teams have tried versus the Bear, too. As well as some of those tankier, boxy heroes. But... yeah, the Coddle +1 is kind of tempting here because that was something Liquid played a lot, and then they kind of stopped picking it for a while.
I guess
also because he was getting banned every game.
Exactly. There was a phase where it seemed like Coddle was first ban, and now Phoenix has replaced that spot on the bans. Liquid again, burning this reserve time. They also have last pick here. This is generally not a great sign when you can't bank up any of that reserve to think about your last pick and react. They pick up a Timbersaw instead. Great choice against DK. And dude, here it is. We just talked about this hero. I asked you specifically, how come nobody plays Lion? And my boy Puppy is going to do it again. First Witch Doctor at the KL Major, and here Lion at OGA Dota Pit. I think Puppy is my spirit animal, Trent.
Is it like Twins where Arnold Schwarzenegger got all the good parts, and then there was that evil, ugly twin that was played by Danny DeVito, and he got all the bad parts? Puppy's really tall and pretty good looking, dog. I don't know.
And I'm pretty short and girly.
You might be the Danny DeVito in this relationship.
Yeah, that might be a better analogy. I was kind of thinking Twin Dragons, that Jackie Chan movie. They're far away, but they're still connected. But your analogy might be more apt.
Well,
I think Puppy would agree with you. I'll certainly give you that.
That's for sure. Well, that is the first Lion pick or ban for this for the EU CIS Dota Pit. So there you go, guys.
Well, and didn't you say in the last game, why would you pick support Lion when you could take support Sniper? Liquid ban it out. So here you go. This is the discount support Sniper. We've gone back for the Demon Witch. Now Liquid take the Vengeful Spirit. They have played this hero a couple times. Very likely the 5 for Insania. That means I think we'll see a Taiga Rubik here once again.
That is interesting, though, because last time they counterpicked it for the Enigma, right? I mean, they had like the big swap plays and stuff. I don't really see a great reason to pick Venge here unless you're planning on like playing really fast with this 5th hero. That's my first. Like, I'm surprised. Like, why wouldn't they just pick Witch Doctor, for example? I feel like Venge isn't going to get you that much more value compared to Maledict versus Dragon Knight, Cask versus Chen. And I know they've played it before and they kind of like it. My
first thought is that Liquid's going to last pick Luna or something.
Right.
And we're going to stack auras. I don't know. I haven't really loved the support Venge. It certainly has its moments. It can set up and initiate, but there's just something lacking there. A lot of these games we see this 1-1-4 heavy prioritization in the aura, and It's nice, but does it really make that much of a difference? TBD.
Nisha gonna bless us with something here? Do they want some big old hero?
When are we gonna get Arc Warden back? How come Nisha's not playing Arc Warden, man?
Because I mean Necro's good, but Midas is nerfed, so that probably doesn't help as much. I am sure Arc Warden's still fine if you're playing against some like TB or Drow lineup, but TB and Drow are just bad. I mean, Maelstrom also got nerfed, right? That was like one of those. I mean, it's still fine, but it's just like Arc Warden was being seen a lot because all his items were super jacked up. We had a phase where Maelstrom was overpowered, Necro was overpowered, and Midas was overpowered. So it was like Arc Warden all the time.
You're certainly not wrong.
I think he still has a really high pub win rate. I'll give him that. I think he's like third or something in Immortal, third or fourth.
I mean, I would believe that. He always fits the bill of that great pub stomper hero. Very, very good in the early lane. So good at tilting people. You know, way less often in the pros do people just give up at 10 minutes.
They have the Quakefoot Bear last pick. Ah, nice. So take the DP. I don't even know if you have to ban the bear now. I'd almost want them to pick the bear. I feel like Death Prophet destroys that hero.
So who's playing the DP? Is this Nisha or is this Zai? Is it a Matsu Dragon Knight, Zai DP, and then we're going to get a Nisha last pick?
Well, typically you pick the hero you really don't want banned, right? I think it probably is a Zai Death Prophet. I mean, obviously it could be for Nisha, but I feel like Nisha maybe had a couple different options, and we'll see.
Nisha on something flashier.
Yeah, it might depend on what the last ban is here from Liquid, and then also what the last pick is from Liquid. They might do some lane swaps based off of that. Perhaps we'll get another flexible hero. Like they could pick like a Kunkka or something last, and that could be either a Zai Kunkka or
the Bat Rider,
Zai Death Prophet. Yeah,
that's a solid ban.
I noticed that when we were talking about the troll that he hadn't been banned yet, but then he didn't really fit into how it had been going, and then they picked the Venge anyway, so it would have been kind of weird to pick Bat.
Very true. There's like a couple options for Secret. They could pick Troll themselves. Last pick will go to Liquid, so this is a Secret ban into a Secret pick. Troll could be an option. We know Nisha likes that hero. Storm is also a potential option here. They have some tools to catch, but
the Troll's kind of tempting considering they banned the Razor and then they just banned the Bat Rider to try and protect the Timbersaw. And those are like the only two heroes that are good versus Troll, really.
You could shift lanes around and put the DK mid if Matu wants to do that. You could also probably play the Troll mid, potentially. You could even just leave it open-ended and decide once you see the Liquid last pick. That's the great thing about these DK Death Prophets, man. We keep talking about it, but these flex picks, Secret don't have to make those hard decisions until they actually see the entire draft. Now Lycan, the final ban. That would have been good. Liquid are lacking a little bit of tower push and also synergizes with the Venge, somebody who gets a lot of value out of that aura.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. They had more picks than I thought in this last, because like I could see like where they ended up after that Venge. I could have seen Storm being okay. This is all before the Death Prophet pick. It's like Storm could have been good, Lycan could have been good, Lone Druid could have been good, and Luna could have been good. So then after this whole banning and picking phase, they can kind of pick through those heroes and decide what they want. Teams here are going to take the Timbersaws, counter of the Monkey King again, just like this potential lane matchup that they can try and bully. If the Timber gets behind, game's going to be very sad. They have an interesting relationship in the mid game, though. We've definitely seen games where the Monkey King suffers to the actual quelling of the trees, so just don't get too cocky up there.
I like it, dude. Monkey King.
I would not want to be a Luna in the Wukong's command either. Gives me some slight hesitations here. The bear, probably. Oh, they're taking the Drow. Well, speaking of Arc Warden lineups, geez, maybe they should have taken it.
All right. Well, I respect the hell out of Liquid for coming into this grand finals and trying some stuff that's a little bit different. We haven't seen them really play Brood that much. They try it in game one, and here we've got a Drow Ranger. This is the first time you and I've seen a Drow in this tournament. Maybe it was played in Group A.
It was played in one game.
Okay.
It was Viking GG, and they lost to OG.
Okay, wow. So I'm excited to see this. I don't know how good it is having the aura from Venge and Drow together. Maybe that's enough. I kind of like Monkey King, though, against the Drow Ranger. He's very good at getting into backlines.
Yeah, has some pretty good tools versus the hero. I mean, you can also argue like maybe the Gust can have some options versus the Monkey too, but for the most part, I would rather be the Monkey King in that matchup.
I don't know. What do you think? Chance Liquid takes game 2 with this draft. Can they run it down? I guess is sort of what you want to do with the Drow Ranger. I don't really know exactly when this hero hits her peak now because she has been changed a fair bit.
Yeah, she been changed a lot.
One-shot creeps anymore. We'll do a whole Drow Ranger update once we get into the game because there's a lot of people watching. I'm sure not all of them read the patch notes, so we'll get you up to date with the latest on Drow Ranger.
I mean, she's way different than.
Yeah, I know. She doesn't one-shot creeps anymore, folks. I hope that part at least is well documented. She still farms very quickly. I think you can still set up a triangle and get stacks going for her.
Yeah. I mean, her aura is not global either. That's another one that, I mean, that's probably been that way for a while, though. But still, I mean, it's so iconic for Drow. You kind of expect it. It's just a normal aura size now, just the 1200. And the chance is the scaling, too. It's like 20, 30, 40% chance for the bonus proc damage of 70, 80, or 90. And then you have it's a percent-based agility bonus that she does grant, though, which is kind of nice.
Okay, so she doesn't grant raw attack speed. It's just extra agility based on percentage, 1200 radius. And the Aghanims still does the split arrow thing.
Yes.
So it gives her sort of it's not exactly a multi-shot. It hits targets and then splices. So it does function differently. We'll see a little skirmish here around the runes. Taiga takes some damage, but Mickey's there with a frost arrow. Zai gets pushed back. And Secret actually want to fight
Go Drow Ranger.
Insania going to be in trouble. He's going to get finished off. Oh, no. Fairy Fire.
Oh, they got
keeps
greedy.
Him alive on 1 HP. They wanted 2. And are they even going to be able to get 1 now? It doesn't look like it. Liquid, rotate 4. Everyone but Timbersaw. Right now, this Timber's like, am I going to get both runes up here? This is awesome.
They're also
Courier in the mid. Oh, no. Already?
Oh, he got it, too.
Already? Oh, Liquid.
That was a bit
Well,
tough.
no first blood drawn.
The battle begins.
But now, Insania, he's going to try. No, he can't go over that barrier next to Yapsor. Alrighty.
So Boxy actually only ends up getting 1. And that'll be 3 runes going the way of Secret.
Oh, yeah. Where is Boxy? He's chilling up top now versus a DK Chen. They're going to rotate the Monkey King, though, because this is the matchup they want. He did start with Boundless to go for the first blood. So there will be... I mean, at the same time, Boxy also started with a Timber Chain. So no early reactive or anything here. And now the TP also going to come out here to bring Taiga up top on the Rubik to help out. At bottom, they have gotten the stun on the Yapsor, putting quite a bit of damage into him, but he'll get back to the tree line. Insania tanking some tower shots for it. Gotta watch the dives, because they're doing the walk rotation for Zai. He doesn't want to TP. They want to keep the advantage they've garnered with the Chen rotations. And a Lion getting early gold and XP isn't the worst.
No, certainly not. I think we've remarked that he's a hero that has a totally different feel once he gets the Blink Dagger. And in the hands of Yapsor, maybe I like this Lion pick a little bit more. We know how greedy he can be. And I think that's a good thing with a hero like this. Because Lion can scale. He fits the bill for that category that I call scaling support. So they're a little rough early on, like disruptors like that. You get the Aghanims, and he feels like a god in the support role.
Yeah.
Lion is somewhat similar. His talents are incredible. We'll see Zai take some damage, but stun from Yapsor. They're actually going to go back in. They want to try to kill Insania. And Zai knows how tanky he is even without Dragon Blood, or does he?
I don't think he does.
Okay, Zai, a rare mistake there. They do end up going 1 for 1, but this exchange obviously favoring Mickey.
Oh, nice.
I think twice the gold for the first blood.
Yeah, a bit rough there, but
yeah,
not the end of the world. At least getting the trade back.
I mean, it's a DK, right? He'll level up and get Dragon Blood, and it'll be fine. And obviously, Nisha in the mid did end up playing the Death Prophet. So we've got a Void Spirit Death Prophet matchup. Ooh, spooky.
How exciting. Yeah, melee hero first couple levels, so Quick having a fine time. We'll have to watch the regen battle in terms of how much he has to ferry out, as well as the bottle gameplay. That'll be the big aspect here once we hit the 4-minute mark. Up top can be pretty bland, though. Like, it's just Monkey King versus Timber. This is one of those matchups that's like, at first it was the most brutal counter pick ever, where it was completely unplayable. It's still bad, as you can see right there, especially because Boxy is a little bit behind in terms of the XP. But at least you don't like die just by walking up to the wave anymore.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Yeah, I guess it could be worse.
Oh.
You also
Well,
Puppy
speaking of
gets a
die,
courier.
yes.
That's nice. Yes, you also have to remember with the Monkey King, he has twice the attack range of the Timbersaw. Monkey King's 300, Timbersaw's 150. So
Well, how's that fair?
you can't trade at all. And then you have Jingu on top of that. Like reactive armor, just
And
it's something. But
Boxy died when he was thinking about buying an Orb of Venom too. It's down bottom. They get a stun onto Insania. They're looking for the follow-up of the Dragon
this
Tail.
time they should have it.
Yeah, they have the Hex just in case.
No mana for Magic Missile. We'll have some mangoes, but not going to waste them. And can't make it to the Ancients for Deny. Secret once again with a small advantage in the laning phase. The Death Prophet pulling ahead in the mid. Even on CS, which means net worth favors Nisha, as Koikva has to burn through a little more regen.
But no one's rotating for the bottles here, so it's just going to be a 50-50. Nisha's just going to head for the bottom, and Koikva will get the top. Let's flip the coin, and oh, so sorry, Koikva. You've missed out on this one.
Ah, the 4-minute flip.
She's
The most
abused.
exciting part of early Dota.
It's got to be... I don't know if I can play mid, guys. I don't know if I can handle that.
I don't think I could.
Down bottom, stun up, and we still have the Dragon Tail here as Mickey comes to assist. That actually pushes Zai right back.
Yep, Frost Arrow is pretty annoying in these early levels. Boxy does die up in the top lane. Credit the Puppy there, but now Magic Missile onto Yapzor.
That's done. There's
does
no
connect
additional
onto
frost.
Mickey.
That's it. I think Yapzor's fine.
Oh, well done. And he's also got Tranquil Boots, so he'll regen back up. He's got himself a Clarity. Tango. Yep, he's good. Now, mid lane, we got two heroes. Taiga goes rotating in, but Nisha just walks on through.
Boxy, with that death up top that we didn't see because we were watching the bottom engagement, he's TP'd now down to the bottom lane because he wants out of that relationship.
Oh, they find Insania. Follow-up stuns. They'll need a few more. Magic Missile almost saves him, but not quite. Yapzor taking credit for that kill. 5-minute runes. The reason for this skirmish.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
All right, well, now they're going to send Mickey up top, but do they just pull the full switcheroo now as Team Secret? How do they want to play this? Because Zai is only level 3. I don't think he wants to be in lane versus the level 4 Timbersaw.
No, probably not.
And this matchup up top doesn't necessarily favor Matu. But they're taking their time with rotations. The mid lane looks like they try to get a telekinesis back into a remnant under the tower, but I think they missed the remnant connection.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting to see the different approach to Death
Look at
Prophet.
these body blocks up top. Do you see this from Puppy?
Yep. Insania. Oh, it's going to be Mickey that's in trouble. He gets stunned up. Matu coming in. Jingo at full stacks, and they've got him, but maybe a counter kill. Matu going to take a tower shot. Can't make it out of the Dissimulate. They go 1 for 1.
They have another stun if Insania can get the distance.
Yapzor on the run, but Nisha's here. It's a 3-on-3, and I think Secret have the superior HP pools. Magic Missile does buy them some space to retreat.
That's pretty sick. Telekinesis into the missile being launched and then the throwback. That might have bought Taiga just enough space to live here.
Nisha has some vision. Might be looking for a Crypt Swarm, but does get scattered out by Koikva. Has a stick. Does have Exorcism. Choosing to hold it for now. Spirit Siphon onto
I love how he's
Insania. There's the
completely
Exorcism.
alone. Like his teammates are just now coming in.
They're on the way. Insania might still fall, but he's focused on Koikva. This is the big target. Nisha knows his limits and finds it.
Oh, this is bad.
Now in too far. Taiga goes down. 2 down for Liquid, and Insania off to the side. He is going to find a path in the trees. And it jukes the Monkey King. He does not have a TP scroll, but I'm not sure if Matu noticed. They dropped a scan. He might walk right into it. No, he doubles back just in time.
Oh,
it turns red. All right, they know he's there. And look at Yapzor immediately goes trotting over. Hello there, Insania. 3 down for Liquid. And 8-2, Secret.
Oh, and
taking a
look,
pretty big
Mickey also
advantage.
scared on these wards up here, so he's just going to get jumped on right away.
And look at that, the Frost Arrow slows not enough to counteract the Spirit Siphon. Nisha can stick on him. He drops his last charge. Koikva coming, does get the taunt. That'll snap the Siphon tether. Now Secret in a little bit deep. Yaps are only level 3, but Puppy's here with a creep army. Matu also jumps in onto Taiga. It's non-stop action here in the top lane, and Taiga might make it back, but Secret already diving past the tier 1. And this is a lot of space for the Dragon Knight. Zai just happy as a clam down bottom.
Also, some recovery for Boxy, though. At least Boxy's level 6. Like, that's a formidable ally to now have come into these engagements in the shock room.
Puppy brought down low. Another great stun from Yapzor. And heading to the tree line. Not going to work so well against the Timber Saw. Matu still going, though. Big damage onto Koikba. No follow-up. Older Dragon form in the bottom lane. Zai is positioned to get a free tower if they don't rotate
He's got
soon.
catapult. This thing's gone. I'd be very surprised if they could get here in time.
Oh, it's like, pretty good trades for Secret up top. Even if they were even, it's basically 4v5 with that DK taking his own lane.
Well, the catapult took it, it looks like.
Well, it was a team effort.
Nisha thinking about the same stuff mid as he's being backed up by Puppy. And of course, the beauty of the Chen. Instantly recalling this Dragon Knight and get the most out of this form that you can. And they're also pressuring up top on the Boxy. He's going to finish out the mastery there on the Matu. Now he's trying to contest, and they're just losing mid while holding Exorcism right now.
Dude, this is Zai's same ultimate. He just walked mid. This is double value.
Yeah, no, he got pulled. Didn't even walk. He got Chen.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you just said that. My bad.
Meanwhile, though, they did lose that Yapzor.
Taiga? Okay, he's going to go down. Makes it a 1 for Insania.
Matu saw that damage. Was like, oh, I want to go for this, actually.
Yeah. And now he's going to keep trading with Boxy. Like, he's out of mana, but he can trade right clicks pretty much for days. He'll be just fine. Man. Incredible movements out of Secret.
Chen is just like, even though that cooldown's so long now, when you find those pivotal moments for it, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe that it was so short when it first got put in, and he didn't instantly become like the best hero, Everyone was just kind of crying about how he wasn't old Chen, which was fair because he was so iconic, but still.
Oh, great movement from Secret. They'll get both outposts. So that's no XP for Liquid.
That should help.
Yeah, just in time.
Last second makes it hard to contest.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Well, if there's one thing we know about Liquid, they like stacks and trying to get those heroes all jacked up off of them, but I don't see a whole lot of stacks going right now in their favor, unfortunately. Like, they do have the multi-shot.
They've been distracted.
Yeah, they've been a little busy. He's in the mid lane, Yapzor, being gone on.
He'll get caught, and that should be the end of him. That courier comes in, and that'll get him his level 6 at least when he comes back. And tower exchange, pressure on the tier 1 mid, but this tier 1 up top is so low, Secret will finish it off, and then they are going to TP in. They don't push that fast on Liquid, so there is a potential defense coming out of Secret. Dragon Knight up the side, finds Taiga. Resonant Pulse is there, and it'll just be a kill on the Rubik, but it's not even a tower trade. They'll defend and should be able to kill this siege creep.
Puppy could also pull them back up top.
He could.
Because he's got a big army here.
Top tower is under attack.
They might just rotate to meet him. I think he should just grab Nisha and use the ulti.
They're going to find Koikba in the jungle instead. TP into the tower. Multiple little fights going on. Boxy and Matu going at it. Ooh, pause.
Unfortunate time to pause. There's a lot of things happening.
Yeah.
Don't like that. I mean, I'm sure there's a TeamSpeak issue or something. I'm sure it's fine.
About that.
That's it's no one's gonna be an unfair pauser. They don't want that life.
Certainly not in the grand finals. Boxy stunned up though, and this might be the end of him. Nice sidestep from Zai, and they'll get him with a brief fire.
Yeah, and Puppy is just continuing his massacre. He's just throwing creeps under this tower. He's grabbing the little wolves. He doesn't care. He's putting the armor on them. He's throwing them in. He already sacked the alpha wolf. Finally forces out the multi-shot.
All right, well, that'll clean up some of his creeps, but that's pretty solid for pushing. You get the ogre creep, you put the ice armor, and they just tank the tower for you. I like it.
He gets so much value out of that, too. Like, considering none of his allies were coming. They're just fighting in the jungle. I thought he was for sure just going to TP someone in. They need to find a way to get Mickey very farmed, and they got to recover Boxy here, because the Timber this far behind is just not a hero.
Yeah, we always go back to this with the Timber picks. When he's playing from ahead, you have to find a way to transition that momentum into something tangible, and when he falls behind, you have to find a way to get him a game. Right now, look at his inventory. He's got a Bracer, Arcane Boots, and a Soul Ring.
Or he's behind the Chen.
I don't even know what you build into, though, to try to recover this. Like, do you get a hood so you're not susceptible to magic damage?
Oh, Quaifa. There's a jump back there. That could have been dangerous.
Yeah, remember, Yapzor is level 6 now, so this Lion is ready to finger folks. Up top, pressure on the Taiga. EPs, they'll be able to save him.
But now in the mid lane, they will get the tower, and there's not a silence here from Nisha, so we can't control these two.
The all heal, not quite enough.
Yeah, a little bit too ambitious there, without the additional lockdown value coming from the Death Prophet. Gotta go find a couple levels for Nisha, it would seem.
DP getting that Yules. Mickey is accelerating. He's spending a lot of time in the jungle. This is where Drow wants to be. He's got himself the Dragon Lance, #1 on net worth. I mean, this feels okay. I'm still a little nervous for Liquid, though. This is a lot to be behind with a kind of a tempo lineup in the Drow Ranger.
I think the main concern I have is that the comeback potential of their heroes just doesn't look that scary. Like how do you win like a team fight? You know what I mean? Like there's no big multi-man play that you can make unless you hit some crazy multi-shot or something where people are just getting shredded in the Roche pit. I guess that's one option. There's always the possibility of cutting down the Monkey King's tree. We've certainly seen that happen, especially in those OG matches. Well, they're gonna smoke mid. They're looking for the swap initiation, but it's only level 6. It's so short. Oh my god, you can't reach it.
Wow, that's painful.
Oh.
It's like right on the edge. And you got to be next to him for that to work.
Now the Monkey King coming in. Can they cut the tree? They can't.
Oh, he does get hexed up. Follow-up stun. Now Insania on the run. He'll get brought down by a Breathe Fire. Stinky Pinky on to Taiga. That's 2 supports down. And now Mickey, he's going to be caught. He'll try to TP home. Zai does not have a Dragon Tail, but they got a Hex. It's Yapzor for the win as they get a double on Zai. 3 dead for Team Liquid.
It feels a lot like last game where they kind of see what their heroes are supposed to do, and they understand, they kind of theory craft, okay, how do we get back in this game? Okay, we smoke mid, and we try and get a swap kill on someone. That's a very realistic scenario, but once that first swap doesn't happen right away, they just head to bail, because the turnaround is just too brutal. And the prize for Secret is a very easy Roche, and if you try and contest us, this is what's going to happen.
They're going to chase you down. They find Insania. Now with the Blink Dagger on DK, they've got a lot of reach. Zai and Matsu, they can come at you from a lot of angles.
That should help.
All right, back to Roche.
Yeah, this is just a slow one because they don't have the Exorcism, they don't have the Dragon Form. I don't think they have any minus armor right now because there's no Blight Stones or anything, but just taking their time.
No pressure. 15-6 at 15 minutes. Secret got to be feeling good right now.
Yeah, I would say so.
Still stunned at how farmed Puppy is, though. 1-1-3 on the Chen. He's got 4,700 net worth. Not only close to the Timber, but also close to the Void Spirit. He's got the mech pretty soon. Already has the Helm of the Dominator.
Well, think about his game so far. He's basically just walked up top. He was pushing this lane by himself for a long time up there, farming all these neutral camps, and his team was just running around in the jungle, and he's able to just throw the Hand of God, do whatever he wants, summon in an ally. He always threatens retaliation if you try and come after him. They're back in the same spot again in the mid lane. There's 4 of them farming a neutral camp, and they all just stun that illusion. Get wrecked, illusion. Now they're going to smoke. They're going for their play. They're smoking at the Aegis. They have no cares anymore. Go time.
Bold maneuver. You know, sometimes they'll split after Roche. This ain't one of them. This is smoking into all 5. Also, a Yule's up on the DP. They're going to charge right in. Boxy, confidence up on the high ground. Swap onto Nisha, some follow-up damage, but Zai's in the back line. Him and Matsu have found Mickey, and they're doing big damage. Nisha now pops the ultimate. Wukong's command flies, and Mickey will be the first to fall. Boxy off to the side, trying to get back. The Venge has already gone down. He'll get stunned up, and it's a disaster. Liquid getting cleaned up. The Void Spirit will make it back to the base. Taiga may yet survive. Ooh, it's going to be close. Nope, the Urn takes him down.
That was painful.
That really was. That was...
Comeback play into the high ground.
To be honest, the Aegis made no difference there. That was just...
it almost worked, though, because they got the jump onto Nisha, and he didn't get the ulti off before he even popped the Exorcism. Or, sorry, the Yules. So it was like, at least there was a chance, right, where maybe we can burst them down, but not able to get it, and of course, the fight kind of crumbled after that.
I mean, it's that mobility of the Dragon Knight with the Blink and the Monkey King. They were on the Drow immediately. I think Mickey got off maybe 3 auto attacks before he had to start running because they were up in his face.
Dara will scan the Monkey's up there.
And Matu says, hello, I see ya. Yapzor going to take a plus 40. Very rough for Team Liquid here in game number 2. Only 18 minutes in, but already starting to look rather bleak.
Yeah, it's not a comeback lineup. It's you really hope they just all stand in multi-shot, I guess.
And it's scary because all the items that they're working on finishing, none of them really feel like game changers. You know, Boxy's going to try to get a Lotus. It'll help. Drow working on the Manta. Not bad, but also not that scary. Void Spirit going to the
Drow.
Ags.
Oh, there we go. The Gust.
Is it going to make a difference, though? The Yule Scepter locks her up. Follow-up Boundless Strike. Resonant Pulse. Not going to make a difference. GG. They call it. They know. Wow. Wow. A quick game 2. 19-minute win for Team Secret. Just great, methodical, solid execution out of Secret.
They are getting outlaned pretty damn hard in both of these games. Like, when you're that far behind at 12 and 13 minutes, it's just like lanes and those first rotations. Maybe not even just straight up lanes, more so like the 10 to like the 13-minute maneuvers, like taking both outposts, for example, for Secret, controlling the entire top part of the map, utilizing the Chen as well as his recalls, and the way they just absolutely obliterated those tier 1 towers with the DK ulting down here. Then we pull into the mid lane. We take this tower as well. We're going to exorcism and run into your jungle. Now we're controlling that outpost and your tier 2 up top.
You absolutely cannot before 10 minutes lose a 4v5 fight like that, where you're barely hanging on. I guess they didn't hard lose, but you're trading evenly 4v5. That means someone else just has a free lane, and they were able to capitalize on that with the